Hello there, this is Lovie and I am in Pumpkinvale. I have decided that I want to do a little challenge and I am going to try to get enough money for my character to move to my favorite community in the Pumpkin Days game, and that is Spoonie Island. So it costs $10,000 for my character to move into Spoonie Island, and she has to continue to do all the Pumpkinvale quotas and everything until she has enough money saved up to get into Spoonie Island. And also part of the challenge will require that she has a horse, because traveling back and forth between Spoonie Island and Pumpkinvale is going to be a slow process if she's having to run like this. There's no sprint in this game, so Lovie can't go any faster than this unless she's mounted. So she will have to get a horse. She will have to get a lot of money in hand before she'll be able to make her big move to Spoonie. It's not exactly a retirement. She'll still have to, again, do the quotas, whatever the Pumpkinvale quotas are. She will have to keep up with her animals and her... Hi, Tiara. Oh, hi, Chief. I'm sorry, am I in the way? I assumed that you were talking to me. Why would you even care, Chief? Well, okay, I'm Tiara, I guess. Not that it matters. I like Tiara. She's one of my favorite characters in Pumpkinvale. And the reason this game, I haven't recorded this game before, is because it's not voiced. You have to read everything, and that's just a little bit much for me. So I will be paraphrasing and summarizing a lot because I just can't read all the dialogues. There's just too much conversation to keep up with. What else? So yeah, so that's my main goal, is to move to Spoonie. So the name of this series is going to be Lovie Loves Spoonie. So we're over here to get some apples because I want to plant an apple tree, but I don't want to buy an apple seed from the garden center. So my typical MO, spend as little money as possible, get all the freebies I can. I will be going to the home improvement store and trying to purchase a mortar and pestle, because the free herbs that I'm able to gather can be converted into spices and seasonings and sold for $20 to $30 per jar. So I'll be gathering them up and squashing them down and putting them in my shipping box. This is a typical farming simulator where you have your shipping box outside your property, and whatever you farm, what you harvest, what you produce, cook, whatever, you put it in your shipping box and you get paid the next day. I owe $1,000 on my property, so that's another part of the challenge. I have to pay off my debt before I can even get a horse. You can't purchase a barn or anything until your debt is paid. So before I can even buy a barn, I'm going to have to pay that $1,000 off. And then once I get the barn, I'm going to have to save up enough for a horse. Horses cost $9,000. So that's going to be the next challenge. And after I get my horse, then I'll be traveling back and forth to Spoonie, getting to know the natives. And that's the whole reason I want to live in Spoonie. They have some of the quirkiest people there. I really enjoy playing with the characters that live in Spoonie Island. So that's it. That's the goal. So my backpack is probably getting a little full. Try to get a few more pieces into it. See if I have there's anything else that'll stack. because I will be selling all the flowers that I can and all of the herbs that I make spices out of. I'll be selling everything at first. Then I will be trying to fill up the museum. There is a company that wants to move onto the island. It's called Jounce Corp. They're the bad guys. And to prevent them from moving onto the island, you have to fill up this museum with specimens from all over the islands. And the specimens will be insects, fish, flowers, bars that are smelted from raw ore in the mines, gemstones that have been polished, just everything on the island. So I will start saving items to put into the museum as well. This is a little side goal. It's not my primary goal. Again, my primary goal is to move to Spoonie. So what I did was I had some recyclable items and they're worth $20 each. You can put them in that recycling machine over at the dump and you get a $20 voucher. Two of the items are actually worth $40. There's netting, fish netting. This fish netting that I found after I had done my recycling will give you a $40 voucher, and there's some shorts that you can catch when you're fishing, etc. that can also be recycled. So I have these herbs that I'm going to put in the mortar and pestle. I have found lemon trees and apple trees. I'm going to turn one apple into a seed and one lemon into a seed and plant them. Then I've been to the seed store and I purchased seeds for the different types of crops that grow in this season. So I need to get those into the ground. But I have a terrible watering can. This watering can will take all of my stamina, which is just not going to last me throughout the day. So right now I don't have a lot of ways to replenish my stamina. So, well, I just found some bread. That's going to help. I can eat that. I will be dumpster diving. I will be recycling. I will be doing every favor I can do to earn the money that I need, so to reach my goal. So that's my challenge. That's what I'm up to. I've already gone through the tutorial, so that's why we're on spring day 2. I went ahead and did the tutorials, got that out of the way. I've met some of the townspeople. I have not met them all. I will be trying to meet them all throughout the day and tonight. For now, I just want to get started on getting as many of my crops into the ground as possible. And I need to go get my mail. It will tell me what my quota is for spring. Once I get my quota, I need to revisit the garden shop and see if Sebastian, the owner of the garden shop, has any more seeds that will help me reach my quota. So let's see what's on our list. Okay, first of all, there's an announcement from Tessa. Tessa is the mayor's assistant, and she's letting us know there's a spring festival coming up and that it is on the 14th of the month. Here's my quota. So I'm going to freeze the screen really quickly and write down what I need for my quota. All right. Okay, so I can unfreeze that. I can always bring that up in my journal. And hello neighbor, welcome to Pumpkinvale. Sorry to impose, but I thought maybe you could help me with something. My name is Ezekiel. I'm usually down by the river near the West Bridge. Come see me when you have a chance. I will do that for sure. Let me go see if he's there now. The other part of the challenge, the other thing I decided is that all the money from my quota and my crops will go to my debt. Every penny. I won't spend it in the home improvement store trying to get more equipment or upgrading anything. It will be specifically to pay off my debt. So the first thing I want to do, let's see how much I have. I have 70. So yes, I have enough for a mortar and pestle, because I want to turn those into $20 and $30 herbs. So I have to have that to do that. And hopefully the $20 that I have left is enough for whatever seeds that Sebastian has that I don't already have. But let's go see if Ezekiel is here by the water. Yes, he is. He's easy to spot. He's got that carrot top. Hello, Ezekiel. We met yesterday, actually. I know you're probably busy, but I was at the Clementine Mines and there was a blast and I left Martha behind. And there's lots of rocks blocking the entrance. Could you go please save Martha for me? Thank you, partner. The Clementine Mines is on the across the bridge, the West End Bridge, and I will have to find myself a pickaxe to be able to do that little task. So let's get to Sebastian's before he closes. See if he has it. Again, I can't sprint, so I just have to go as fast as my little character's legs will carry her and hope I get there before he closes. So this isn't a wasted trip. And I will work on getting myself a pickaxe. Now Hefe is the blacksmith and he carries various tools. I don't really have money for tools right now, so I'm hoping to be able to purchase from the home improvement center as soon as possible my own means for making my own tools. So that would be a smelter, an anvil, a woodcutter, a lot of equipment to have to get, but it's worth it to be able to make your own things. Hi, Sebastian. All right, what do you have now? I have purchased many seeds from him already, but he did not have lettuce. I need lettuce, and he didn't have strawberries. So those are the two that I will get now. I will get 6. I really want 10. I'm going to have to get 10 lettuce because lettuce just don't produce like the other vegetables and fruit. And I can get just 6 strawberries because they regrow. As a matter of fact, I don't even need that many. I can only afford 2. I don't know what I'm saying. I can only get 2. Let's see if I can sell him anything. Do you buy anything that I have in my pack? Oh, great. You'll take that dry fish. Well, that helps. All right, so I'll go ahead and get that left me with 30. I'll go ahead and get 6 strawberry seeds. All right, so I'm broke. As will happen a lot during my farming career, I will run out of money a lot. I will not have a very big bankroll for a long time. At least till I get my quotas done. Once I get my quotas done, you get these bonuses from the mayor, and you also get whatever the value is of the produce that you're shipping. So you start making money, but at first you have none. You have nothing. All right, let's check the town board to see if anybody needs a favor. 2 potatoes in 7 days is cutting it close. Let us know. I know where some cilantro is, but I don't want to tie myself to the cilantro. I have to travel a little bit further than I want to go to get that. But the cosmos and the daisies are right here near my house. Okay, now this is going to be a thing, putting these all in, because I have no stamina actually. So we're going to get started. We're going to put down everything that we can, at least 6 of everything. I need my watering can down here. I'm going to be having to water that. I need my strawberry seeds. And I'm going to keep this ounce juice down here because I'm going to have to drink it. Maybe I'll just keep this open. That's what I'll do. I'll just keep that open. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do 6 by 6 if I can. Another hoe would be beneficial also, to have one that would dig more than one hole at a time, but the watering can's more important even than that, in my opinion. I like having one, swipe, just pull out my watering can and it waters 5 or 6 things. And right now it will only water one thing at a time. Very slow. Takes a lot of stamina. And the stamina is here under the date, so it lets you know how much you have or don't have, as the case may be. All right, let's get our scythe out and get this out of the way. Where's the sweet spot? Looking for the sweet spot to get that out of the way. And we may want to go this direction too. I can't do anything about that boulder just now because I don't have a pickaxe. All right, so let's put down 6 strawberries. You have to equip the seeds. And it's going to take stamina. So you have to really watch how much stamina you have. And we're going to equip the lettuce. Before we put the lettuce down, I think we'll go ahead and eat something. We'll eat some bread. So see, this is why I don't mind dumpster diving. I don't mind that that bread came out of the garbage. I don't mind it at all because it's keeping me from falling over. If you fall over, again, it's the typical farming game. You end up at the doctor's office having to give them your hard-earned money. They take a percentage. I think I'll go ahead and plant my tree before my 2 trees before I go any further. When you have like I found lemons and I found apples, and you can turn those into seeds on your own versus buying the seeds at the garden center, which can be pretty costly. So I will go ahead and put in an apple tree. I'm on the hunt for cherries. I want to put in a cherry tree too, and there are some cherries in the wild, so I just have to go out and find them. Luckily, shout out to Simpson. She has a great video that lets you know where all of the fruit is in the wild, so that you can go out and find your own and not pay for overly expensive seeds. So shout out to her for providing that information to other players. Okay, so back to making our little spots, because we need to get in our kidney beans, our barley. The onions and the wheat are not part of our quota, but because they grow in spring, I will plant them. I plant everything because I do try to cook recipes that I can eat to replenish my stamina, that I can give as gifts, or that I can sell. All right, we need another serving of bread. Oh, I've moved it down here. I can eat the apples and the cheese. I don't think I can eat the lemons. I don't think I would want to eat the lemons. Okay, so let's do our kidney beans because they're part of our quota. And let's do our barley because they're part of the quota. So those are important to get into the ground today. just in case we run out of things to keep us awake, standing up straight, when I have the things that are in our quota already in the ground. Alright, so we can put in another row in this direction. When we did the tutorial, they made us plant 2 potatoes, so you have these 2 kind of random plants. So I'm trying to even everything off so that I can, again, when I get a decent watering can that waters in an entire block. Alright, it's time for some jounce juice, because I have to get in the rest of the kidney beans. I want them all in. Let's equip those. Back one. There we go. And we'll go this direction now. And let's see, we still have barley. So let's put in some more barley. I wish I had fertilizer too. Fertilizer makes gives you a higher yield, more than you would just get by just planting on their own. I don't happen to have any of that. So let's see, we've got 6 this direction, 3, 7 this direction, so we need to put in our rows in this direction now. Try to get it to, I'm hoping to get at least a gold watering can, so that will water 6 plots at once. And we have 18 seeds still in our backpack, so go ahead and put in another 12. Check how we're doing. See how much strength we have left. We're going to put in some wheat, and then we're going to put in some onions. And again, these are not part of my quota, so if I can't put them all in, it's no harm, no foul. Just planting them because they're useful. I can sell them, eat them, cook with them again, as I said. So alright, I think we can make one more row. We can eat those 2 apples and that cheese if we need to. I'm not going to use another of my jounce juices. I'll be getting some more jounce juice, but not tonight. Alright, so let's equip. Okay, that's pretty close. Let's go ahead and eat an apple and eat another apple. They just don't give you very much. And eat the cheese. But that should be enough to get these 4 seeds into the ground. That's those 2 and those 2. Perfect. Alright, so it's actually nighttime, so I'm not going to water because the time changes at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's the cycle. So I won't bother to water. I don't know where my shovel just went. It wouldn't let me drag it down here, so it's probably just floating somewhere. I need to get the $60 that this is going to give me. I need to get my mortar and pestle down also. So we're going to be up a little late tonight. Yes, we are. Gonna run over to the recycling machine. Luckily, this doesn't cost you stamina. It doesn't cost you stamina to run around. It just costs you to do your hoeing, your watering, your harvesting, your planting. But you can run all over the map, and it doesn't affect your stamina. So I'm going to run over here. Those nets are worth $80. And the boot is another $20, which means I'll have $100 tomorrow in the mail. I can check Sebastian for whatever seeds I still need. And then I'm going to take a field trip and go and I don't see my axe. It must be in my box. It better be in my box. It's a very important item. My axe is pretty good quality. I made it during the tutorial. It's better quality than the other wooden tools. The wooden tools were given to me by the competitor. He was the one who trained me on how to farm during the tutorial, so he only gave me his discard tools, which are all wood. And that's why they're pretty poor quality and won't last very long. It gets very, very dark. Okay, so that's 140 right there, and this is the miscellaneous amount. And we have some more of this, which is worth 5 each, so that's 40. So we need to go in and put our mortar and pestle down somewhere and do these herbs really quickly. Place you right here. I'm in a hurry to do it, otherwise I'd wait until I set up my table. I have a table and chair that I have never taken out. And there's my axe. Make sure I have that on hand. Alright, so the fish seasoning is worth 30. And let's see what we can get with the dill weed. So let's put our table down over here. We'll move our mortar and pestle. And that's also fish seasoning, so that's 90 right there. And we'll just put the extra stuff in our shipping bin. We're going to save these lemons. I'm not sure what to do with them until I have a kitchen. Let's pick this up and put it on the table. There we go. We're going to pick this up and move it. There's just not a lot of space in our little house, so it's a little uncomfortable right now. We'll have to do the best we can though. And once we do some more clearing, I'm going to move my house again. I've already moved it once, but I will be moving it again. I won't be going fishing for a while, but I better keep it just in case. I get anxious for money versus the tools, because the tools are poor quality, so they're not really actually that useful. But I think I might regret that if I go ahead and give up the shovel and the fishing rod at this point. I better hold on to them. Alright, so we're going to go to bed. We're going to get some sleep, and then we're going to go on a field trip tomorrow after we water. Or maybe before we water. It depends on how much money we get. Alright, so we need to sleep a full day to get a full stamina regen. Alright, so this is our third day. We have a little mail. And see, we don't want to water all of this with this wooden watering can. So we're going to go see how much money we have and see if we can get a better watering can before we even water our garden. Otherwise we'll have to take a nap every 2 rows. We'll have to lay down because we don't have enough stamina to keep going. Oh well, bacon will regenerate us. I also need to move my house again. It's really not in a very good position. It's a little close to the gate. But if I have a chance to go do my field trip today, I should be able to make a move. Okay, that's not bad. 392. Alright, so yes, Vivette talked to me about fishing. So basically Eddie at the home improvement store is saying if I ship 50 fish, he'll start stocking a fish prep station so that I can turn fish into fish fillets, which are worth more money. So that's what his little business proposal is. Oh, this is wonderful. I'm getting a lot of things that I can eat to keep myself. Oh, hello, El Toro Furioso. Okay, he is just the resident. I'm trying to be kind. Basically, he's a wrestler, and he has a partner in crime called the Black Mask, and they threaten you. They brag on themselves. They're typical macho men. So anyway, in my dumpster diving, I just got a corn dog. Corn dogs are worth $400. So I'm going to sell it to Lily. Not everybody will buy food or whatever from you, but Lily will buy the corn dogs. So I'm going to sell a corn dog to her, and then I will have even more money to negotiate and try to get myself a decent watering can. So we'll take this $792 and probably spend every penny of it. We're definitely going to spend probably about $400 on a watering can. Sure, I'll take that to Sebastian. Okay, what watering can do you? A silver one. It's not the best. Gold is better. Gold is better. Not going to leave me a lot for seeds, though. Not going to leave me a lot for seeds, but I must do it. And you may be wondering, I mentioned that I need a pickaxe. But I think we're going to have time for my little field trip. And where we're going to be able to get the materials to make a really decent pickaxe. Okay, one of these packages is for Orpheus. He's our competitor. He did our tutorial. He was quite rude. Are you done yet? Whatever, nerd. He likes to call me a nerd, which I'm proud to be a nerd. I actually am a nerd. A computer nerd. So we will now give Sebastian the other delivery. Hopefully it's for him. Sometimes they've borrowed it from someone else. Perfect, it is actually his. That's nice for a change. All right, let's see if he has new seeds today. He does. He has the sugar beets. So we will get 10 of those. And he has turnips. Orpheus gave us a couple, but I think he only gave us 2. So I'm going to buy 8. I know these are odd numbers. Basically what I'm doing is it requires my quota. I need 10 of everything. So basically I'm just getting 10 of every seed to make sure I think I need 4 more. Oh, these regrow. These regrow. No, I already planted some of those. I don't need to, though I'll have at least a couple of harvests out of those. Yeah, I am planting 10, like lettuce for instance. It's so low yield. I planted 10 seeds to make sure I have at least 10 lettuce in my first harvest and can get my quota fulfilled right away. Now I need to go and see who will buy this wallpaper from me. I think Vera will. How much is it worth? Only 10G each, but yeah, I think I'll just put it in my shipping bin. It's not even worth the trip over there to her. I'll just drop it in the shipping bin and do my watering with my brand new watering can. Alright, so we're going to bring our energy boost down here and get these other seeds in the ground and get our watering done. Then we're going to go where we're going, it doesn't have to be light, it doesn't have to be daylight. So see the difference watering with the wooden can? I water one spot at a time. With this gold one, I'm watering 9. Huge difference. And if you look at my stamina, it's barely moving. That is why it's so important to have a decent watering can as soon as you can manage it. There's some that are even better than this one, but this is a great one to have at the beginning of the game. So we're going to now put in, let's see, where shall we put them? Again, we need our pickaxe. We really do. I'm actually going to have 2 fields temporarily. I'll go ahead and put these over here by my trees, so that way I'll remember to water my trees perhaps. Alright, so we need 18 spots, which is fine because our watering can waters 9 at a time, so that's great. Alright, so this is the fun part of farming. Yeah, this is the fun part of farming, digging the holes and dropping the seeds. You know, I'm kidding. Of course, I like the harvesting part the best. When you actually get some fruit and vegetables that you can do something with, that's actually the best part. Alright, so we're going to equip these. We're going to eat some bread. Alright, that looks safe. Looks safe to go ahead and put those down. And we're going to equip these. And voila, we managed to stay on our feet. We didn't pass out. And we got all the rest of our seeds into the ground. Okay, so that should be everything. We put in turnips, potatoes, lettuce, barley, sugar beets, strawberries, and kidney beans. So the milk and eggs that we need, we have to buy those from the market on the weekends. That's unfortunate. Until I get my cow and get some hens, I have to buy that type of produce. Alright, so I was about to put, this wooden watering can into storage. I think I will. The reason I'm doing that is because the fruit trees are always a single thing. You only need that one. It still will take up more stamina though. That's why I was going to get rid of it. Because it takes more stamina. Even it's still better to water with the gold one and use less stamina. Hi everybody. I'm sorry I can't stop and chat. I'm on my way to Burgle. I'm about to go and rip off Jounce Corp. You should all be happy about that though, because they're the bad guys. So basically Jounce Corp has already bought a plot of land, and even though we are planning to fill the museum and defeat them by becoming conservationist, we're hoping that the laws will be in our favor and they will say, well, these islands need to be protected, so Jounce Corp, who is a major polluter, cannot build their factory here. But they've already bought the land. So they have a little plot up here, and it happens to be right by the museum. What a coinky dink. And they have some little guards who aren't very proactive. So I'm going to go into their lot and steal everything that they have in there. The benefit of that is I will be able to get Jounce juice to replenish my stamina for free, and it will not count towards Jounce's attempts to win over the populace. If you buy Jounce juice at any of the festivals or any of the market days, then they build their factory even faster. So I only get used ounce juice that I either find in the garbage or that I steal. So I'm going to go in here and steal what they have. And I'm hoping they don't grab me for their cutscene. They try to recruit you, you know, but nobody, we're all living on these islands because we want to live someplace nice and beautiful and safe and clean. So I don't know why they want to try to recruit us. Although some people play it that way. Some people play pro jounce. All right, here we go. Number 4, let's equip. And so basically these boxes have jounce juice, and then some of them should have some uranium bars. And when the game was in early access, there would be like all different kinds of bars in here, and there would be more than one uranium in a box. But they've changed it. I don't know if it's random number generator or they've just changed it completely. Now pretty much all you get is jounce juice and 3 uranium bars. At least the last few times I've raided this area, that's all I've gotten. So I will get what I can though, and it's free. And it won't count against the town and encourage jounce. So that's a plus, that's a win-win. So what I want the uranium for though is to make my pickaxe. I want to have a really decent pickaxe so that I can go, Ezekiel wants me to go into the Clementine mines and try to save Martha. So yeah, see, I just did this on another character. I've already gotten 3 more uranium bars on this character than I did on that one. But on the flip side of that, I've gotten a lot less jounce juice. I ended up with 26 jounce juice last time, but I only ended up with 3 uranium bars. So now I'll be able to like make a uranium hoe or something else, another tool besides the pickaxe, because there was more bars. I'm in the air, so I should be able, yes, I should be able to get over that. Get over the fence. Okay, and it's only 9:25, so I'm going to take a trip here to the museum, garbage cans. Do a little dumpster diving over here. There's 3 in this area. And I hope to fill up all these little glass houses very soon. This one is for flowers and butterflies. Then there's one for the scorpions and spiders and all of those things. This building over here is where the aquariums are. The main building will have dinosaurs. Oh, I think the museum, we can finally argue with the museum, we can finally argue a case against Jounce. So she's thanking him for building it and fixing it up, and he still has more repairs to do. So sometimes he'll ask us for wood, but mostly he wants us to give him bugs, fish, flowers. He wants to get at least half of the museum filled to support our case. So that's what they're discussing, and that's part of my job. I will be definitely giving him as much support as I can. Again, it's not my primary focus. My primary focus is to get to Spoonie as soon as possible. But along the way, I will be dropping things off at the museum, especially early on in the game. I usually go to the museum like 3 times a week because I have no storage space. Let me activate this fast travel spot. Yeah, so I usually go to the museum about 3 times a week because I don't have anywhere to store flowers or the bars I'll be making once I get a smelter. So I bring a lot of things to him early on, and the museum fills up pretty quickly once I do that, especially once I get into mining. The Clementine mines, the Diamond Falls mines, especially the Diamond Falls mines, because that's where the artifacts, the dinosaur artifacts are. And there's a ton of those. I meant to come back this way. I also meant to go there. I'm trying to be in 3 places at one time. I wanted to come this way because there's herbs here that I can put in my mortar and pestle and make more of those seasonings that can go into my collection box and come back as money. So I also am supposed to be getting somebody daisies, cosmos and daisies, and parsley. So the parsley is over here, so at least I can get the parsley out of the way. And then I have to go and get the cosmos and the daisies. The daisies are below the little path that I used to get home, so I'll run by there on the way back to my little farm. And the cosmos are by the little fishing spot, so I need to I must have hit that spot already. The camellia and the lavender I try to hold on to for tea. You can make tea with just a single camellia, but it's even stronger if you add the lavender. It gives you even more of a boost. So I'll be doing that as soon as I get a stove, get a small kitchen. It's really dark at night now. The caves are dark, of course, because they're caves, and you're able to change the lighting in the cave. You're able to change the percentage of dark in the cave, but outside it's just really, I'm trying to find my little patch of parsley here before I go back on the bridge, and I just really can't see. Okay, here's the time, so the parsley should be, here it is. Okay, I just couldn't see it. I'll be perfectly honest, I could not see that parsley. And I'm playing on, by the way, I'm playing on the lowest difficulty because insects were added since I played this and gained my so-called experience, and I have a lot of gathering to do, so I don't have time to be getting bitten and poisoned and knocked off my feet and sent to the doctors when I'm trying to get flowers and herbs and gather things. So I'm playing on the lowest difficulty just to avoid that. I'm not in favor of the doctor being paid less if I do pass out. I think that could have stayed the same. They could have still had you pay your 10% or whatever, but they did change that to only 3% on lower difficulty. Of course, when the game was introduced, there was only a single difficulty. You just played on normal, and I'm used to that. That's pretty much what I was used to. But this is fine now that there's dangerous insects that are a threat to me. I don't mind that there's another difficulty. Let's see, did I get enough daisies? How many did you want? You want 2. I'm pretty sure I got 2. I did. I got 3. That leaves me 1 for the museum. And I have the 3 parsleys. So I do still need to go get the cosmos, though. Hopefully they have respawned. I already picked them and sold them. And I'm looking at my clock. I got up around 8, so I need to be back home by 7. I try to get home sooner than that because I want to get a full night's sleep to replenish my stamina fully. Alright, the cosmos also need to activate this fast travel spot. There we go. The cosmos are right here. There's a couple of patches by Vibat, his little house. They may not have responded yet, but I'm going to go ahead and check because I picked them and sold them on my first night here, which you didn't get to see. That was after the tutorial. I came out and just picked everything I could and got everything into my shipping bin so that I would have a little cash when I got up. Alright, so we have a few flowers that we can take to the museum. And I don't mind making these extra trips to the museum at first because, of course, I dumpster dive when I'm over there, and that really helps me. I'm always looking for those $400 corn dogs or more of the Jounce juice. So making a trip to the museum is a win-win. Alright, so we have some things that we will give to people when we see them tomorrow. And we will also probably run over to the museum and drop some things off. And I believe we have everything planted that we need for our quota. So I think I will take the time to sort my flowers. There is a really great thing that they added. Let me just go into my journal. They added the coolest feature. It tells you what in your bag you still need to donate to the museum. Isn't that great? No guesswork. You know exactly what you need to have and what you don't need to have. So, for instance, I only need one of those, so the 2 of those can go in there. I only need one of these, so 3 of these can go in there. I will go ahead and I'm going to keep those. What am I doing? I'm keeping those. These need to be made into, the museum doesn't take herbs. They only take flowers, so I don't need to keep one of each herb for the museum. I can go ahead. Oh wait, I need those cosmos for Julian. I sure do. Nobody wants Stacacia. Stacacia can go. I just need one for the museum. Nobody wants poppies. I'm sorry, poppies. You're not popular. Nobody wants you. Just need one for the museum. One sneezeweed. One daffodil. Okay. One violet. Stacacia. The cosmos we need for Julian. We'll keep one verbena. We won't, oh, we'll have one daisy. She only wanted 2 daisies. One petunia. So the herbs are going to go into the mortar and pestle, but probably not right now. It was kind of late. So we'll have something to put in there tomorrow night. We'll have this, we'll get a recycling voucher for that. We'll get that. We have 7 uranium bars. I don't think that the museum's going to get any of those yet. The museum needs 1 of each bar. But those are going to be made into some new tools. I'll take it out for now. I'm going to take that out for now. I'll probably get some more when I go dumpster diving tomorrow. But for now, and then when I get up in the morning, I'll throw these into the mortar and pestle. And that should be it. So that's going to be it. That's the first 2 days. I will come back and check in a couple of days, and we'll see how our crops are doing. We're pretty lucky to have seeds for everything. Got everything in. So we're just waiting for Saturday when we have the market that we can go and get our eggs and our milk. But we have everything else. And we're going to have apple tree and a lemon tree. So we also need to go get our cherry seeds so we can plant our cherry tree. So that's going to be another field trip. So that'll hopefully be, I can fit that into the next video, going and getting some cherries. So good night and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.